Could you date an average black man making $40,000 a year?
Um,
Honestly, come on,
honestly,
man.
no.
Would you marry a guy who's an average earner making $40,500 for the rest of his life? $20.20
Rest
an hour.
of his life,
Yep.
those kind of men don't even.
That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked.
Would I marry that kind of
Yeah.
person if that's
Yep. An
their
average earner. Yep.
to stay there? I would not.
Okay, so if a man was working and making $15 an hour, would you marry him and be with him for the rest of your life if that's all he was gonna make? $15. 37,000 is what the median income for a male in this country was. You'd be happily married to him and submit to him for a lifetime?
If he's married to me, that's gonna change. So
No. See, y'all all think y'all have the power of Thanos to make what it is. I said if a man was just an average earning man. See, the fact that you can't even.
I can't. You're right. I can't live off.
Does he have to make in excess of six figures?
Yes.
He does. Okay.
I'd say at least 275 to 300.
Did your last boyfriend make $300,000 a year?
No,
Have you ever dated a man that make $300,000 a year?
not yet.
Not yet.
It's
So
I'm
you've
dating.
never dated a man who makes that kind of money. So you expect to find a man as you get older who earns more money. I got to ask you, man, what do you bring to the table that a man making $300,000 a year should pick you?
Like dating regular men, as far as dating regular guys that have 9 to 5s with jobs, they are sometimes a little intimidated.
So in other words, you're going to need a man who's earning about what you're earning or more, an entrepreneur.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, then what does that kind of man who's had to work to earn that kind of value typically want from him?
Wow. Now, after listening to that, all of those women, that was their preference to have a man that makes six figures, you know what I'm saying? Every woman that was on that video wanted a man who makes over 100,000 once the question got asked the correct way. Most of y'all women, when somebody asks you that just straight off the bat, you're not thinking it through. But when you put forever on that, which means you becoming somebody's wife, and that person potentially becoming your husband for the rest of your life, your answer is no. You don't want a man like that. So, if most women are ready to settle down, a lot of y'all say y'all want a husband one day in life. Why do y'all use up men's time that don't meet the criteria of what you want to marry when it comes to income wise? And then even though some women feel like they can get a man that makes a certain amount of money and transform him into another man or a different man that makes a different type of money. I don't know if you ladies know this, man, but motivation and making a man believe in himself enough to be able to obtain more wealth for himself and for you guys, it takes a lot of uplifting. A lot of women get with men who make a decent amount of money, may not be what you're looking for financially yet, but they have the mindset to create and build more wealth for themselves if they have the right teammate. The problem is, women, you want to have a man who's already put together. You want him to already be financially stable. You want him to already be a person that can take care of your whole situation mentally, physically. You want him to be the man in the house and make the money. And you also want him to be just for you. When a guy does not come equipped with those things, you tear him down. Even someone who has the potential to be that type of man. Because it's in a lot of guys, man. They may not be well put together yet, but all it takes is the right woman. And they can build that person into be the man that they want that person to be. But because you humiliate and you make people feel less of a man who don't have a certain amount of money in their wallet, that's where you guys automatically start going wrong at. Basing love and basing a good man off of what they make financially. It's not cool. I know a lot of you was raised that the man is supposed to be the provider. The man is also supposed to be the protector. But a lot of you women are so strong-minded and independent in your own self. And not just that, a lot of y'all are just as dominant or want to be just as dominant as the male. So if you're coming off with this dominance, you really look like you don't need nobody. You look like you don't need nobody to protect you. You look like you don't need nobody to financially support you and be a teammate for you. Because what people don't understand with marriage, it takes two. One person doing all the work is never going to work. It takes two. You both have to be on the same page. A lot of women get mad when they end up with guys who are not loyal to them. A lot of women get mad when they end up with guys who sleep around with all types of women. Judging by most people's wants and needs in a man, seems like everybody wants the same thing. So if everybody wants the same thing, and I need you guys to do some research on how much people make in this world. Like, if you check out if every man was able to show you their income, the biggest amount of those men make less than $100,000 a year. So it's slim pickings for most women who are looking for a 6-figure, 7-figure guy. Hell, if even the women who just want somebody who makes $100,000 or more a year, just $100,000, let's keep it low. Because, you know, we got the millionaires, we got the billionaire people out there, but let's just do the 100,000 there type thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 100,000. The average man does not make $100,000 a year. And most women want a man who makes $100,000 a year. So at this point now you're competing. And then you don't even have your attitude well put together to keep them if you do get them. You know, you can get the man. But one thing about a man that makes a lot of money, one thing about men, period, most of us want women that we can help or that we can, we want to feel like we can do something for you. Women who are dominant, women who make a lot of money, make men feel like they can't do anything for them. So 9 times out of 10, a man that won't even want to be with that woman because he's going to feel like he's having to fight for your attention in some type of way. He's going to have to fight for your love in some type of way because us as men, we feel like we need to be dominant. And most men, we want for a woman to need us. If you don't need us, 9 times out of 10, when a woman don't need you, she treats you as if she don't need you. She cuts you down any chance she get. So therefore, you opening the door for a man to want to see other people or see somebody who needs them. That's where the problem comes, man. We have to start being realistic, ladies. Every man is not going to make over $100,000. We need to stop this thinking that it's all about the money. You need to find somebody who has a good head on their shoulders, who's willing to learn. If he doesn't have the money, if you can be a good teammate to help him get it, that's what you should be looking for. But when you go looking for a man who's already well put together and has everything that you're looking for in a man, you have to understand how many other women is looking for that same guy. And don't mess it up, ladies, because a lot of you get these guys that you want and you mess it up. Too much of this. Too much of thinking that you're the dominant force in the household. Too much of making yourself seem like you have some type of testosterone in your body. More testosterone than a man, oftentimes, you women act like that. We're supposed to be protectors and providers. That's what we were taught. Men were raised to feel that way. So if a woman is acting like a man, it's kind of going to limit your chances of having a man like that. You feel me? Just wanted to speak on this, man. Start being more realistic. You're not going to have that type of guy. And at least, especially not to yourself. Because too many people want that same person. Same thing. I mean, we ain't gonna speak on men picking women because I'm gonna leave that for another topic. It's all about women wanting men who make over $100,000 a year. That's what you want to marry. Are you worth that? All right, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Give me some good feedback, man. People gonna get mad over what I said. It's all good. I'm just speaking the truth, man. Peace.